Human Rights Watch has published a report on one of the most gruesome massacres committed by Islamic State. It says some 600 Shiites, Christians and Yazidis were executed when the jihadis captured Iraq's second city of Mosul. This video's been uploaded online by the extremists earlier this year. Inmates from a local prison were taken out and forced to line up before they were showered with machine gun fire. The Human Rights Watch report is based on interviews with several survivors who escaped with their lives by pretending to be dead. Thousands in Syria and Iraq have fled their homes to escape the jihadist atrocities. RT's Paula Sleer is at a refugee camp on the Turkish-Syrian border.
When the jihadists came, Khalil Muslim was asleep in the family's living room. He heard shooting from outside and people shouting that ISIS was coming. The family had just seconds to get out of the house. Khalil risked precious moments to grab his school bag and run. These are now his most prized possessions, and the most important, a certificate for being top of his class.
I've always dreamed of becoming a doctor.
Until 2 years ago, that dream seemed possible for the gifted 15-year-old, whose teachers believed he'd go on to make their village proud. But civil war erupted, and normal life came to a halt.
Now my dream is to go back to school and study.
A year and a half after conflict broke out, ISIS arrived, and locals fled across the border to safety in Turkey.
I can see ISIS cars coming in and out of my village. At night I see their lights on. My car is on the border. I tried so many times to get it from there, but it's impossible.
Khalil can see his school from the fields where he now spends 10 hours a day picking cotton. The $3 he earns daily are just enough to buy bread, rice, and sometimes vegetables to help feed his family.
I know the level of my education is going down. For 2 years I've learned nothing, especially when I speak with Turkish boys of my age. I see them going to school and learning, but I can't because I'm a refugee.
Robbed of his childhood and his dreams, Khalil spends his evenings rereading his school books. It's a way to remember for a fleeting moment, a time when becoming a doctor and not a cotton picker was on his report card.
If there's one consolation, it's probably this, that from the porch of their home, they can watch American warplanes bombing the people that drove them from their village. But it doesn't necessarily mean that they'll be back home anytime soon. Paula Sleer, RT, on the Turkey-Syria border.